Mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue au main event. Donc, il va se passer des affaires dans cette vidéo-là. Je vais essayer de pas trop parler par-dessus pour vous laisser apprécier les événements. Donc, on va aller fermer la brèche. Je voulais changer mon personnage pour être guerrier. Je sais pas si je vais le faire avant ou après. En fait, je devrais le faire avant. On va regarder si on a eu des shipments.
Walk safely, Herald of Andraste.
On a eu 3 émeraudes. J'ai aucune idée à quoi ça sert, mais on en a eu. Mon Dieu, il y a du monde qui fête. On entend clairement des Soulons chanter. Dans ce coin-là. Ça doit être la taverne.
When there was no sky maker,
You were the sky. On va se prendre un petit peu de plante pour les potions. Désolé pour l'interlude. En fait, ce que je vais faire, c'est que...
I shall embrace the light. I shall weather the storm.
good luck sealing those rifts.
What you have created, no one can tear asunder.
Master Harris said we weren't to sell Inquisition blades.
Ah, le trou dans le ciel.
The Herald of Andraste is going to close the breach, sir.
Not a moment too soon.
Yep.
This little town is filled to bursting. We need to clear out of here and find some place the Inquisition has room to grow.
Yep, on est rendu avec des catapultes. Yeah! Une ceinture à potion. Ça, c'est vers les grottes qui sont barrées. Dans Dragon Age 1, on va dans cette grotte-là, puis on trouve les cendres de Andraste. C'est pour ça que la montagne était devenue sacrée, etc.
Tell Mother Giselle, I run a business, not a charity.
On va jaser avec tout le monde.
Never trust half an elf.
Hein?
I'd like to talk with you about the Inquisition.
I don't understand it. People talk like it's a person, but it's not even a thing. A dagger can be a way to let pain out, but even if it isn't, it's still a dagger. The Inquisition isn't real unless it has something real to make it. It's like a spirit.
T'es sérieux, là?
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
Yep. Ouais, Varric, il doit avoir de quoi tout funny à dire. What's up, Varric? Ça fait longtemps. Une caméra cherche à sacrer le camp.
O Creator, see me kneel, for I walk only where you would
Need
bid
something?
me. Stand only in places you have blessed. Sing only the words you place in my throat.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Vous avez remarqué, j'ai changé mes cheveux aussi. How do you know Cassandra?
How do you and Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed? The guy responsible used to be a friend of mine. The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
C'est tout.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Ouais, les gens sont pas très jasants. On va aller voir Josephine. What up, girl?
Apothecary don't
Walk in
ask for those
peace.
supplies as soon as possible.
Anything new?
The Templars will be an asset to this Inquisition. It's a shame we couldn't also get the mages on our side.
Anything I should know?
Having the Templars join the Inquisition has done wonders for our reputation. The people trust the Templars, and now they trust us.
Ah, il n'y a aucune musique, hein? J'aurais pu mettre de la musique dans le background, ça aurait été bien correct.
Let's talk about you.
Me?
Bards tell tales. I bet you tell some good ones.
There are plenty of tales in the
Parce
library.
que techniquement, c'est
Perhaps
une
you should look
barde.
for them there.
What did you do before you worked for the Divine?
I was a bard, an Orlesian spy for many years. For a time, I also served a small cloister in Lothering. After the Blight, the Divine called on me to oversee her personal network.
Can you teach me to be a bard?
Being a bard is so much more than being a spy. It involves a keen understanding of politics, the ebb and flow of influence, the great game. The Bard's is an intricate dance where a smile can be sharper than any dagger. The best way to learn is to immerse yourself in it. Perhaps when this is all over, I'll teach you.
I should leave you to your work.
We can always talk later.
Oui, parce que quand tu joues Dragon Age 1, Liliana est une barde. Puis elle chante des chansons pendant les batailles. C'est assez drôle. Ça soigne, ça donne des boosts. Puis bien évidemment, ils ont une silver tongue.
Do you need something, my dear?
Ils ont la langue aiguisée.
Is there anything I can do to help your efforts at restoring the circle?
After the circles fell, their libraries were plundered by scavengers. 1,000 years of recorded knowledge in the hands of bandits. It makes me sick to think of it. I've received news that some tomes have been located, if you are interested in righting this wrong.
Ah ouais. Okay.
I'll look into it for you.
If you can take care of this matter, the circle would be in your debt.
On trouve des tomes perdus. Ça doit être semblable un peu à ce qu'on fait pour Blackwall avec ses
The
artefacts.
Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin.
La
And my
caméra
miners
déconne.
appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement.
The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a...
I greet you.
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
How are the villagers in Haven doing?
You did well to gain the Templars to your cause. The people have hope that the breach may be sealed. Some of them are returning to the lives they fled, others are starting fresh. In either case, they no longer believe the world as they know it is ending.
Ah, cool.
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives. Villagers in Crestwood are besieged by their own dead. They have sent word begging for assistance. People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise du Lion. It may be demons or something worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
C'est vrai qu'on n'a pas été à Crestwood du tout. Puis on n'a pas été non plus à Emprise du Lion.
Farewell.
Mais bon, on va s'en tenir à l'histoire principale pour le moment. Je vais quand même aller voir Cassandra, etc. Je suis surpris que personne n'ait rien de nouveau à dire depuis qu'on a pris les Templiers. Quoi qu'on avait fait un tour, je pense, la dernière fois.
Thank you.
What's up? Je m'en rappelle plus de son nom. Sarah.
Chasing mages, that's a Templar's job. A big, armored, pissed-off helm polisher. Not too late to go find some. Or stay home.
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Again with your people. Right, which ones?
Anything to say about Varric?
Varric? Too clever. Always saying something, but never saying it straight.
What about Solus?
Solus? His head's crammed up 1,000 years ago.
Thoughts about Cassandra?
Not as buttoned up as she plays, right? Tough, though. I'd stand behind her in front of anything.
Any thoughts about Warden Blackwall?
He's too good, right? I'd like to see him out of that uniform. Not like that.
What about Cole?
I'm not saying nothing about that. That thing is just wrong.
Oh shit.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
J'aime celle qui chante.
Once we were in a homeland with strength and might. Once we were not afraid of the night. We held
Got the door again, Flisser. Don't know how it keeps breaking.
Oh, you know how clumsy soldiers can be. Are you sure you won't stay?
What can I do for you?
Rien, ça a l'air.
We'll talk later.
Parce qu'on est sur le bord de fermer le trou dans le ciel, mesdames et messieurs. On va avoir Blackwall, puis après ça, that's all. Quoique, je voulais changer mes points. Je vais peut-être le faire off-screen. Vous n'êtes pas obligé de... Je vais arranger la caméra en même temps parce que ça me gosse. À part tout seul vers la gauche, comme ça. Très agressant. Hey, vous autres.
How's it going?
I'd like to know more about the Kunari.
You writing a book?
The Kunari pose a threat to all of Thedas. I want to know what I might have to deal with someday.
Smart move. All right. What do you want to know?
The word Kunari. Is that the race or the religion?
Both. Kind of. The humans and elves who follow the Qun are the Vidathari. The Kunari who break away from the Qun are Talvasha, deserters.
What about Kunari who existed before the Qun?
The people we came from. They're called the Kasith, but we don't use that word for the race. We came south to Thedas because the Kasith were... I don't know. We had to leave. The stories aren't clear. But I don't expect they look much like us. Whatever they are.
How do the Kunari rule themselves?
It's pretty simple. We've got the matriarchy, the priesthood, and the military. The priesthood figures out how Kunari should live in theory. The matriarchy makes it work in practice. And the military keeps the Kunari safe from outside threats.
Does it actually work like that? Is there much infighting?
Not like you're thinking of. People disagree, yeah, but the priests are there to solve disagreements. Here in Olay, politicking comes from people putting their own gain ahead of the gains of society. If you do that among the Kunari, the Ben Hasrath set you straight, or kill you.
How is everyday life different for Kunari?
Depends on your job, I guess. Some are just about the same. A baker in Valroyo gets up, gets dressed, and starts work. A baker in Parvolan does the same thing. They don't care about the Empire or the Qun. Mostly they worry about breaking eggs and hope the dough rises right.
What's it like growing up under the Qun?
The Tamasrans raise us in these units of kids all our own age. They're like teachers or chantry sisters. They also help figure out what jobs we should do. They had me pegged for military work early on. When they learned I could hit stuff and lie, they started training me for the Ben Hasrath.
You never knew your parents?
No. I know for you folks, that's a big deal. The Tamasrans were like our parents, though. Taught us to read, helped us go to sleep, all the parent stuff. I remember the one who helped me build things with blocks. She laughed when I knocked everything down.
See you later, Bull.
See ya.
What can I do for you?
Can we talk about the Bull's chargers?
Certainly. What can I tell you?
Have you had any other interesting jobs?
There was the time with the spiders. Big old beast had taken over some Navaran lady's winter estate, with a full season to lay eggs. Hanging from the chandeliers, scuttling over the tapestries, webbing up the bath. Don't really have a story about it. It's just a lot of spiders.
We'll talk later.
Travel safely.
You too. Un petit cachot où mon Black Wall. D'habitude, il est dans ce coin ici. C'est quoi ça? C'est sa maison? C'est la maison du blacksmith. Chillaxing.
Of all the things in the world, a demon who wears someone's face. I imagine it makes trusting others risky.
Je voulais avoir les trous en background, ça marche pas.
It's best to rely on yourself. People are selfish.
A lonely way to exist, but practical. I cannot fault you for it. It's easy to speak well of trust when yours has never been misplaced.
Je te le donne.
You're oddly charming for a man I found wandering the forest.
I always thought myself more odd than charming, but I'll take a compliment from a lady. They're hard to come by these days.
What's hard to come by? There's more. What the fuck?
I also find your modesty endearing.
And the praise keeps coming. So, is there something large and heavy you need moved?
I was just looking to chat. No ulterior motive.
Well, I do enjoy our chats. I have to say, my lady, you're unlike any woman I've ever met. I'm flattered you'd spend any time with me. I enjoy your company.
It's because I'm not a woman.
What do you think of the Inquisition?
You already know what I think of your forces. I'm not sure what else there is to say.
C'est rien de bon, c'est.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Cole's dangerous, unpredictable. We aren't even sure what he is. Don't know what he might do. I wouldn't turn my back on him.
You must have some feelings about...
Madame Vivian only allied with the Inquisition because she knows it will bring her power. The most poisonous snakes are often the most beautiful.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Madame Vivian... the most poisonous snakes are often the most beautiful.
What do you think of my advisors?
Josephine's lovely, and craftier than you'd expect. The Inquisition could not have picked a better ambassador.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
Je l'aime bien, Blackwell. Good guy, simple. Fais-les pas chier, te fais pas chier. That's the good stuff. What's up, Cassandra?
Greetings.
Anything new?
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised?
What happened to your brother on the pond?
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony.
Okay.
I'll let you get back to...
Sujet sensible. Colin, quelque chose de new? No. Anything I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
Ah, les nouveaux Templiers, c'est supposé être toi.
What do you think of the people you work with?
Who do you mean?
Je sais pas.
How do you like working with Liliana?
The Inquisition would not exist without her. I may not always agree with her methods, but she's more passionate about our cause than anyone. Cassandra may have declared the Inquisition publicly, but Liliana is just as responsible for its formation.
Ouais.
What do you think of our ambassador?
We have little in common. How she delights in meeting with nobles all day is beyond me. But I enjoy working with her.
Are you satisfied with the Inquisition's forces?
Our numbers are small, but they suit our needs for the time being. Some Templars have joined us instead of following the Order. They've proven invaluable in training new recruits.
Ouais, mais là, techniquement, on a toutes les
I should
Templiers.
let you get back to work.
Ok, bon, ben, écoute. Toi aussi, c'est un Templier, me semble.
See reason, Lysa.
Commander Cullen
We
took me
cannot stay
aside
here.
to explain what happened at the redoubt. Disturbing news, but I'm glad you were there to intervene. Thank you.
Amiable Templar, staying here near the Conclave. Join!
How did you come to be a Templar?
It seemed the right thing to do. My family are tradesfolk in Denerim. I could have become a cobbler like my father, but this seemed better. It's a chance to uphold the Chantry's laws and help the mages through a troubled time.
Okay.
Not every Templar.
I know. One person trying to do something can make a difference. You should keep that in mind, Harold.
Do.
I will talk to you later.
Walk in the Maker's grace.
Okay.
There was no word for heaven or for earth, for sea or sky. All that existed was silence. Then the voice of the Maker rang out. The first word, and his word became all that might be.
Walk in peace.
Bon, mesdames et messieurs, je vais respécialiser le bonhomme off-screen. On se revoit dans 2 secondes et quart.